Hi Countrywood artists! Welcome back to another virtual art lesson with Miss Whitney. This is virtual lesson number 20. Thank you so much to all of my amazing artists for joining me for our annual paint night. We learned how to paint the cover of the rainbow fish. If you didn't get to attend paint night this week, don't worry. Just click on the link to watch the video. The link is available on my website and on Google Classroom. Here are some amazing photos of Countrywood artists and their rainbow fish masterpieces.
Rainbow in the water. Who's the coolest kid in the ocean? Who's the foamiest fish under the sea? Who's living through the tide, playing hide and seek in the seaweed? Who's catching a way to adventure every day? Everybody knows when they see that glow, it's rainbow. Give a high fin when you see him come swimming by. Who's slipping out after school, dipping into the danger pool? Who's hanging out with his pals in Neptune Bay? Give a high fin, rainbow fish is coming your way. Everybody knows when they see that glow, it's rainbow.
Thanks again to the PTA for organizing this fantastic event. Okay, friends, guess what time it is? It's time for Miss Whitney's Mask of the Week. This is my Mask of the Week. What do you see on my mask? On this mask is a colorful seahorse underwater. This week, because it's PARP week, I decided to paint my mask like a famous author and illustrator. I say, you say, illustrator. Do you know what an illustrator is? An illustrator is an artist who makes the artwork for books. The illustrator that I chose to paint my Mask of the Week like is one of the most well-known authors and illustrators of children's books. Does anyone recognize this colorful seahorse? The famous author and illustrator that I painted my Mask of the Week like is Carle. I say, you say, Carle. Carle was born on June 25th, 1929 in Syracuse, New York, which is upstate. When he was 6 years old, his family moved to the country Germany, and that's where he grew up. When he was in his 20s, he moved back to the United States, to New York City. He worked as an artist for the newspaper, the New York Times. An author saw his artwork and asked him to be an illustrator for his children's book, Brown Bear, What Do You See? Have you ever read that book? The book became a bestseller, and Carle's career as a children's author and illustrator began. Carle's first book as both the author and illustrator was 1, 2, 3 to the Zoo in 1968, followed by The Very Hungry Caterpillar in 1969. I'm sure you've heard of that book before. His art is so recognizable, he uses a collage technique with hand-painted paper that he cuts out and layers to make his images. Carle and his wife Barbara Carle even created a museum, the Carle Museum of Picture Book Art, in 2002. They created a museum in Massachusetts that celebrates picture books from around the world. Carle has continued to publish children's books almost every year, including more than 57 titles, equaling more than 70 books. Carle is still alive today. He is 91 years old. Other Carle books include The Mixed Up Chameleon, Papa, Please Get the Moon for Me, which was the cover that we painted at last year's paint night, and Mr. Seahorse, which is what I painted my mask of the week to look like the famous author and illustrator Eric Carle's book cover, Mr. Seahorse. Let's watch Eric Carle make his art.
Okay. Off to work. Off to work. Yes. Ich mach nur.
Pretty amazing, right? Let's sing our welcome song and create our own Parp Week inspired masterpiece.
Hello, hello to all my friends. Here we are in art again. It's great to see you, everyone. Countrywood artist, Miss Whitney. We're going to make some art and have some fun. Round of applause.
Okay, friends, let's read a story written and illustrated by Eric Carle. Eric Carle himself is going to read his famous book, The Very Hungry Caterpillar. Make sure to take a look at his beautiful artwork.
The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. For my sister Krista. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up, and pop, out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar. He started to look for some food. On Monday, he ate through one apple, but he was still hungry. On Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears, but he was still hungry. On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums, but he was still hungry. On Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries, but he was still hungry. On Friday, he ate through 5 oranges, but he was still hungry. On Saturday, he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, 1 lollipop, 1 piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, and 1 slice of watermelon. That night, he had a stomachache. The next day was Sunday again. The caterpillar ate through 1 nice green leaf, and after that, he felt much better. Now he wasn't hungry anymore, and he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar. He built a small house called a cocoon around himself. He stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Then he nibbled a hole in the cocoon, pushed his way out, and he was a beautiful butterfly.
Wasn't that a great book? And isn't Eric Carle's artwork fantastic? Now that we are inspired by Eric Carle's illustrations, let's create your own very hungry caterpillar inspired by the famous author and illustrator. For this project, you will need white or construction paper, something to add color with like paint, crayons, or markers, a pencil, a cup for tracing, scissors, and glue. Feel free to switch around and get creative with what materials you have at home. Okay, friends, let's make a caterpillar. We did it! We made a caterpillar in the style of the famous author and illustrator, Eric Carle. I put a few Parp Week activities on the project idea page on my website. Go check them out. Maybe you can even practice being your own illustrator. I hope you all have a very happy Parp Week, friends. Happy reading! Bye!